Everybody, it's review time. And the funny thing about this movie is that, well, in this set of reviews, it is the only. Let me check. Oh, I thought this was going to be the only PG-13 movie of the reviews. So it turns out $1 Million Baby is also PG-13. So yeah, awkward. Anywho, Alien vs. Predator. Two of the biggest monsters, creatures, sci-fi creatures ever. Alien has its own franchise. I mean, the first Alien is considered a masterpiece. Aliens is also considered a masterpiece. Then it went off the train. Alien 3, bleh. Alien Resurrection, I might review that in the future. Then you have Prometheus, which I actually like. I know, call me crazy, but I actually like that movie. And then you got Alien Covenant, a movie I absolutely despise. So call me crazy on that too. And with Predator's only had 3 movies. The original with Arnold, with some hilarious lines that have become iconic. You had the sequel, which had an alien Easter egg in it. And then you had like the 2010 one, which was kind of there. And I know there is a new one coming out this year. I'm actually looking forward to it. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's better than Alien Covenant. So yeah, between all that, mainly between like Alien 4 and Prometheus, this movie and its sequel were created. And like, this isn't like Freddy vs. Jason or Rugrats and Wild Thornberrys, those type of crossovers where they're both separate. Well, these where they were just made like there. No, this had a franchise, had comic books, games, all that stuff. So this has some backstory to it. And and one of the reasons, and speaking of the PG-13 rating, a lot of people were very upset when this was PG-13, considering that the Alien Predator movies were rated R. So yeah, they probably made it PG-13 because you can make more money if you're PG-13. Even though now that's not quite true anymore, considering how Deadpool and Logan and It have done. So yeah, that's just how studios function. This is Fox, so actually they did do Deadpool and Logan, so they also did X-Men Apocalypse, so they don't get a pass. I'm gonna read you the back, this tiny little paragraph. This is a full screen. Remember those? This was before Blu-rays, so just warning. So it may be our planet, but it's their war. The deadliest creatures from the scariest sci-fi movies ever made face off for the first time on film. Obviously. The incredible adventure begins when the discovery of an ancient pyramid buried in Antarctica, of all places, sends a team of scientists and adventurers and dull characters to the frozen continent. There, they make an even more terrifying discovery. 2 alien races engage in the ultimate battle. Whoever wins, we, the human race, lose. That was the whole tagline. If whoever wins, we lose. The characters. Not that you care about the characters anyway, because they're all dull, they're all poorly written, and they have no development. So there's that. So yeah, basically somebody, out there, I forgot the dude's name, but he has the name Bishop, which is weird, because I know in the Alien movies, I haven't seen the originals, I know, sue me, kill me, I'm a terrible human being. Haven't not seen the original Alien movies. I wish I did, but I can't find them anywhere. Once I do, I might review them, but anywho. I know Bishop is one of the main people in the original Alien movies. I think he may have been in 1, 2. I think he was killed off in 3, and that really upset fans. But yeah, like the fact that the dude just has the name Bishop is just really weird. It just, considering like I thought this was supposed to be its own continuity, like separate from Ripley's saga, and like the the new Prometheus. It's so confusing. But yeah, got a bunch of scientists. They're in Antarctica. They go into the pyramid. Trying to look for explore things. But unfortunately, everything just goes haywire, and like the pyramid just closes in on itself. Just doors just close everywhere, and yeah, it's not good for our human characters. But eventually, they have to deal with aliens and predators. 3 predators, in fact. One of them is more important than the others. They call him Scar because why not? And they got this main alien. I don't know why they had a main alien and a main predator. Main predator, sure, but why a main alien? Aliens don't have, or sorry, xenomorphs. My bad. They don't really think very much. They're not very intelligent creatures. Predators are intelligent creatures. Aliens, not so much. All they do is kill and lay eggs in your mouth and spit you with acid blood. Predators are a lot, better, honestly. And one of the main flaws this movie did is that instead of having like the 2 fight and no one be the hero, they just had to make the predator the good guy and fight for the main human character who's like, she's alright, I guess. She's not too bad. But like the fact, look, I understand. You gotta have one of these be the hero. If both are the villains, it's just like in wrestling. You can't have 2 heels fight each other because no one will care. Or whatnot. Or you can't. That's what they either do. You have to. Well, they also do face versus face, and sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. It's better to do. You have to have good and bad. But both species kill. They're both killers. They're both terrible. Both things we do not need in the world. And the fact they made the Predator the better of the 2 is understandable, but it's still stupid. So, yeah. That happens. So I guess we guys will go through pros and cons. Let's go through the cons first. I usually go with pros, so let's go with cons. Story is just lame, weak, dull, honestly. It's just not interesting. Also, the characters, 99.9% of them are just useless, and they're just there, basically there to get killed. They are human blood bags. They are just there because movie. And there's just such cliches and stereotypes. It's not fun. And the main character, like this woman, of course, and she's okay. What is Santa Latham? I don't know if I'm saying that right. But yeah, she's the main character. And she's okay. She's like the best of the human characters. And the Predator, he's pretty cool. Predators are always, pretty cool in movies. That's why I'm hyped to see like a new movie. Aliens are also all right. Sometimes they don't mess them up like an Alien Covenant. I'm not gonna talk about Alien Covenant because that movie's just bad. Yeah, music is just kind of generic and lame, and the lighting is also terrible. The sequel is even worse, but this is just as bad. Actually, no, this is slightly better than the sequel. The sequel is so dark you can't see anything, even if you have all the lights on in your room. You will barely see anything, even if you have all the lights off, because usually you have all the lights off makes watching TV easier. You still can't see anything. It's that bad in the sequel. Thankfully, this isn't like that, but it's still not very good. But now the pros. Well, I guess the main human character isn't terrible. The Predator is cool. The sets are really good. Like, this is some practical effects, which is nice. And seeing the Alien Predator fight was very satisfying. Because the movie is called Alien vs. Predator. You gotta live up to the name. And I also like some of the backstory. It gives a little more depth to this world, I guess. Where like the predators first came to Earth, and they like treated us like these great beings, these intelligent beings and whatnot. And like they had this there just to kill off all the aliens or the xenomorphs. And I thought that was very interesting. Too bad, they never really explain it because this is never gonna get another sequel. So this is kind of stuck. So yeah. But yeah, overall, this movie is alright. If you can get past the bad characters, the bad writing, the bad lighting, the bad all that, you might have a decent enough time. But for me, it was just kind of meh. It's better than Halloween 2, I'll tell you that. So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. It's not the worst movie ever, but it's just not very good either. So yeah, that's Alien vs. Predator. Next review is actually quite, good timing because the new Tomb Raider is coming out and nobody's hyped for that, me included. So, in celebration, we're going to do the original Lara Croft Tomb Raider, the Angelina Jolie version. Yeah. And it's still, to this day, the biggest video game movie, the highest grossing video game movie ever in the States. And that was back in 2001, which is kind of crazy. I think it's the only video game movie that, well, no, Angry Birds did too, but it was like the only one to make $100 million in the States, because that's how bad these video game movies do. So yeah, that's the next review. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I will see you all next time. I am out.